Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready! 90 Wolf!
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Check it out, check it out. Travel.
Got to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they try the right side here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, stand up! Be grip!
Now a handoff looking right. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the ready. Leo!
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 15 line.
Check safety.
25. Check. Score.
Check 4.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, lock it. 10 logo.
I got. Watch it.
Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check the guy. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Squeeze. 10.
They go with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Complete. That's Briggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 52. Check it out.
Hey, go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set 50, play.
What we got? What we got?
Fire.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
Got you, boy.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Keep it up, guys.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
218, chop.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
60 or. Hey, seam 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
18 Raider.
Check 43.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
What's the run? They're running it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Buzz.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Okay, double up. Mike's 50.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another try after the first down sack. Cook. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Pick the edge. Come. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got nothing today.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift. 80 weapon. Stay grip.
Now Cook. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Deuce. 13 spill. Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the curl.
5.
From the gun, Cook. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Briggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high.
No. 58's the mark. 58's the mark.
Let's go.
Now Cook, operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's the one you make the spin.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Here we go.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Bears 36.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Wide. Get wide.
Greystone, travel. Hey, echo.
Here's Cook. Gonna throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're gonna get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Cook now throwing on first down. And he's able to find Wallace. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again on second down. Cook got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. That's a
61, match box, lights. Hey, box truck, box truck.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Let's go.
Throwing, Cook. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
58
Bravo.
2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Cook on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This quarterback now getting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cook. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Go.
On 4th down, Cook. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Cook, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Cook on 1st down. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
58, Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cook. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Cook now, operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Alpha.
Coming to you, coming to you. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
Let's go.
Cook throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game.
Down. 90 Wolf. Deep him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Here we go again. Watch 41, watch 41.
Get it.
Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Yeah, running on me. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them